Well, we're at the beautiful dam. Below the farmhouse. Fine spring day. It's still very cool. You can see I'm wearing my ball cap or winter hat. Beautiful spillway where the wild sea trout and brook trout come up. Where I learned to fish as a young lad. Here's the spillway. The fish ladder. Spillway's behind me. Quite scenic there. Of course, Hamish is having a ball here. Haven't fished here yet, but I plan to maybe fish tomorrow. Not too windy, I'll throw a fly maybe. The old spot I used to fish as a young boy. And they'd come home, they would come back to the farm in the 1970s. Oh, look at that. We got a little sandpiper there. He's bobbing his tail, which would tell me what type of sandpiper that is. Another one on the list this year. To blow that up and see what it was. Solitary or spotted, I couldn't quite see it except it's bobbing its tail, and that's how you tell. This dam washed out in the 1970s, washed the bridge out one winter, so they had to rebuild it all. There was a mill house. Oh, we'll go over here. You can still see part of the structure behind the trees there. Grist mill and electricity dam, which supplied power to the town into the 1950s. And the Knox family has been here since the 1930s. And they're still here, which is great. Managing it. Looks like the tide is in. When I was a kid, I'd wait for that perfect tide. Used to be an island down below Hamish there. I'd walk out to it in my rubber boots. And, oh, was that ever fun, getting 8, 10 sea trout every single morning. That was a lot of fun. Okay, Hamish, let's go back. Back up top. We're quiet here today. I don't see anybody at the Knox's. Inside the fish ladder. I think it was 1977 this was built. The problem is they diverted the flow of water, I get that, but there's no way for the fish to get over this spillway, and there's another flow of water beside the fish ladder, which they can open up fully, I guess. Something crazy happens and you get flooding. The fish are kind of locked in the spillway. Right here, you can see them jumping. Stand here long enough. But there's not enough run for them to get over that. They need to have a graduated fish ladder in there some way. That's what they would have needed. But I fished below there, and I guess I probably fished in the spillway, which now, probably then too, was illegal. This used to be a bridge. And my mother and her siblings would walk across this bridge on their way to school every day. Water level looks quite high too. And it's nice and clean. We had a lot of frozen conditions last winter, 3 months of it almost, so wondering how that'll affect the algae. Doesn't seem to be as bad anyway. I gotta go find where Hamish has gone to here today, so. But he's gotten a lot better. There he is. He's not too far from me at any time. I could almost walk him off leash, but and he's still a little reactive to automobiles. So we have to be careful of that. Here's the overflow. The fish will actually go right up to the bottom of that. There's nowhere to go. They're kind of locked. Which is kind of silly planning. Take a look at it here and see what I mean. Nowhere to go. So I'll head back to the farmhouse. Put the new bar on my chainsaw and do some cutting this afternoon, I think. What do you think, Hamish? Hey? There it is there. That will sign off from Campbell Woods down at the dam below the farmhouse. Catch you on the next one.